Hi everyone, I'm Elnaz and welcome to my website. I'm going to talk to you here about GRE with a little bit more detailed information. You can also watch the other video here in the same page with another view about GRE exam. It would also help you to find more about GRE. Okay, let's start it. As the introduction and overview, let's see what is GRE. What is GRE? The GRE or Graduate Records Examination is a standardized test used to get admission to various graduate schools or business graduate school in a huge number of English countries, especially the United States. GRE consists of two subtests, one involving math skills and the other involving verbal skills, plus an analytical writing assessment. GRE test eligibility. There are no specific eligibility criteria for the GRE test. GRE is a postgraduate test. Generally, students who have cleared their undergraduate for the examination for entry into master or PhD courses abroad, especially USA. Once the candidate fulfills the GRE eligibility criteria for the institute, he or she can register for the GRE test. GRE test syllabus. GRE is available in two formats. The first one is GRE General Test. GRE General Test measures a candidate's verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, critical thinking, and analytical writing skills. And the second one is GRE Subject Test. GRE Subject Test is focused on judging the candidate's expertise in specific fields. GRE registration. To register for GRE, candidates have to first create a My GRE account. There are 4 ways to register for the GRE General Test. They are online, phone, email, and fax registration. Candidates can opt from online and email registration in the case of the GRE subject test. And by the way, here you can see the 3 different parts of the GRE test in the picture. And we're gonna speak about them later in this video. What is the GRE sections? You will receive 3 scores separately on the GRE: analytical writing, verbal reasoning, and quantitative reasoning. These scores are generated by the following sections: 1. Analytical writing assessment section, 2. Verbal reasoning sections, and 2. Quantitative reasoning section. In addition, you will see one of the following sections unscored, maybe either verbal reasoning or quantitative reasoning. Research, used for ETS research purposes. The quantitative reasoning and verbal reasoning sections are each scored on a scale of 130 to 170. The mean score for verbal reasoning is 151, and the mean score for quantitative reasoning is 153. The analytical writing assessment is scored from 0 to 6 in half-point increments, and the mean score is 4. Now let's go into the 3 different parts of the GRE exam. And they are verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, and analytical writing. The first section here is analytical writing. The analytical writing section measures your ability to articulate complex ideas clearly and effectively, support ideas with relevant reasons and examples, examine claims and accompanying evidence, sustain a well-focused, coherent discussion, and finally, control the elements of a standard writing English. The analytical writing section requires you to provide focused responses based on the tasks presented, so you can accurately demonstrate your skill in directly responding to a task. And the second one is verbal reasoning. The verbal reasoning section measures your ability to analyze and draw conclusions from discourse, reason from incomplete data, identify others' assumption and or perspective, understand multiple levels of meaning, such as literal, figurative, and others' intent, select important points, distinguish major from minor or irrelevant points, summarize text, understand the structure of a text, understand the meaning of words, sentences, and entire text, understand relationships among words and among concepts. And the last type of questions are quantitative questions reasoning. The quantitative reasoning section measures your ability to understand, interpret, and analyze quantitative information, solve problems using mathematical models, apply basic skills and elementary concepts of arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and data analysis. The quantitative reasoning section includes an on-screen calculator. What are the math skills tested on the GRE? Virtually all of the math tested on the GRE was covered by most students by the end of 9th grade. A few specialized topics, such as standard deviation, are more advanced, but their mastery is not necessary for a high school. The GRE emphasizes problem solving, not math knowledge. GRE math items are hard not because the math skills themselves are difficult, but because the items that involve these skills require the test taker to analyze complex problems and implement multi-step solutions. How important is learning new vocabulary words to improving your GRE score? Not very. Clearly, the more English words one knows, the better. But the revised GRE is designed to test vocabulary in context only. And so the emphasis is not on vocabulary, but on critical reading skills such as recognizing the rules of keywords such as although and since, and understanding the importance of surrounding words to determining the meaning of a missing word. Most test takers who plan to take the GRE within 2 or 3 months are better served by developing these critical reading skills than by trying to learn new vocabulary words. Test duration takes 2 hours and 45 minutes is near to 4 hours. Test score 240, quantitative plus verbal. AWA means analytical writing, it's 0 to 6. Test score validity, it's 4 years. Test fee is $205. Test conducted by ETC per metric. Website of test conductors are etc.org in the page GRE and tests conducted on weekdays throughout the year. As another main question, we have here how many times one can attempt the GRE exam. A candidate can take the GRE exam once in a calendar month, but not more than 5 times a year. Good to know. And finally, the last thing is about GRE results. When candidates are done with the test, they have to press the submit button on their screens. After this step, they can view their scores immediately. They also get an email notification about the scores. Candidates receive their GRE scores of these tests about 10 to 15 days after the examination. GRE scores are also sent to the educational institution applied by the candidate. Thanks for your attention and good luck in the GRE exam.